Have you ever experienced a moment when everything seemed to align perfectly, as if the universe itself was orchestrating events just for you? Maybe you were thinking about someone, and a few seconds later, they texted you. Or you were driving in silence, deep in thought, when a song started playing on the radio. A song you hadn't heard in years, but the lyrics matched exactly what you were feeling. Those moments feel different. They carry a strange energy, something beyond logic. It's like time, thoughts, and reality become intertwined by an invisible thread, as if the universe is trying to speak to you. But what if that feeling isn't just a coincidence? What is synchronicity? The Swiss psychologist Carl Gustav Jung called this phenomenon synchronicity. He defined it as the meaningful connection between an inner experience, like a thought, emotion, or dream, and an outer event that has no direct causal link, but is still deeply connected through meaning. Unlike the traditional logic of this causes that, synchronicity speaks through symbolism and resonance. It's a hidden language, a secret alignment between your inner world and the outer one. Coincidence or something greater? Picture yourself walking down a quiet street, your mind lost in thought, when suddenly you see something that you dreamed about the night before. A symbol, a name, a detail that shouldn't be there, but is. Jung famously shared the story of a patient who had dreamed of a golden scarab beetle. As she told him about the dream during a session, a real beetle of that rare species flew against a window. Jung opened and said, "Here is your scarab." For him, that was the moment the patient's resistance to healing was broken. It wasn't chance. It was synchronicity in action. Is the universe speaking? Jung believed the universe is not just matter and mechanics. He saw it as a living field of intelligence, a reality that can interact with us. Events outside of us could reflect what is happening inside of us. A mirror, a whisper, a kind of conversation with something greater. And when you truly begin to pay attention, you start to notice how that quiet, mysterious voice shows up in your life. Numbers and hidden messages. One of the most common forms of synchronicity people experience today comes through repeating numbers, like 1111, 222 for 44, or 777. You might see them on clocks, license plates, receipts again and again. Many believe these numbers are messages. Ancient numerologists like Pythagoras taught that numbers carry meaning. 1111 might signal new beginnings. 444 could mean divine protection. 888 often represents abundance and reward. These moments don't demand belief. They invite awareness. What matters most is your interpretation. Synchronicity is personal. It's a mirror of your inner state. Why does synchronicity happen? So, why does synchronicity even happen? Jung believed the answer lies in something called the collective unconscious, a deeper layer of mind that connects all human beings, a shared space of archetypes, symbols, and wisdom. When you're aligned with your truest self, your intuition, your emotions, your purpose, this field begins to respond. You see signs. You receive guidance. Not always loudly, but always meaningfully. It's like the universe nudging you forward, offering a sign that says, keep going. You're on the right path. Synchronicity and karma. Jung also connected synchronicity to the idea of karma, not as punishment or reward, but as a web of meaning. Our thoughts, our actions, our choices, they ripple out. Sometimes, what we put into the world returns to us in the form of a perfect opportunity, a meaningful encounter, or a breakthrough we didn't expect. When a door opens just when you need it most, or when a stranger gives you the advice your soul was waiting for, it may not be random. It may be the universe echoing your inner world back to you. Dreams, symbols, and the subconscious. Jung also believed dreams are one of the purest forms of synchronicity. In dreams, Our subconscious speaks without limits. It uses symbols, metaphors, feelings. Sometimes, it prepares us for what's to come. Other times, it reveals what we need to understand. Maybe you dream of a bridge, and the next day, you find yourself in a conversation that rebuilds an old connection by paying attention to symbols in your dreams and how they echo in your waking life. You begin to uncover a map of your inner world, and with it, a clearer sense of who you are and where you're going. Collective synchronicity. Synchronicity isn't always personal. It also occurs on a collective level. Think about how similar inventions happen across the world at the same time, or how social movements rise simultaneously in different cultures, as if humanity itself is being moved by an invisible force. Synchronicity suggests that there may be a shared rhythm, guiding not only our individual lives, but also our shared evolution. How to live in tune with synchronicity. To truly engage with synchronicity, we need to slow down. We need to become quiet enough to hear the whispers, to be present, to listen. Start keeping a journal. Write down recurring symbols, numbers, dreams. Pay attention to what shows up repeatedly in your life, because when you notice the patterns, you begin to see that there are no accidents. There's a language being spoken, and it's calling you toward alignment, growth, purpose, and inner transformation. Jung believed that synchronicity appears when we're ready for transformation. It shows up when something in us is shifting, when we're on the edge of growth, truth, or healing. It can come as a message, a confirmation, or a challenge to wake us up. And the more we align with our true self, our values, our purpose, our essence, the more clearly these signs begin to appear. Final reflection. Synchronicity teaches us something powerful, that life is not a random sequence of events, that there is meaning in the mystery, that the universe speaks in symbols, timing, intuition, and connection. And when you begin to listen, to truly listen, you'll find that the universe has been speaking all along. Call to action for the spirit light. Have you ever experienced a synchronicity that shook you? A moment that felt too perfect to be a coincidence? Share your story in the comments, because your experience might awaken something in someone else. If this video touched your heart or opened your mind, please leave a like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to the Spirit Light for more reflections like this one. We are all on this journey together, and when we pay attention, the light always shows the way. Subscribe for more light. See you in the next video.